Welcome to Beautiful Jewels of Wisdom book review, and this week we're going to be looking at Eckhart Tolle's book A New Earth, Creating a Better Life. And Eckhart Tolle is an author that I particularly like. I've read a couple of his books now, including his first book, which was The Power of Now. Very, very massive worldwide success, sold millions and millions of copies, tens of millions of copies. This book has already sold over 6 million copies and sales are continuing to grow rapidly. So what is it all about? Well, let's get a bit of background here. We're all rushing around in this life, seeking things to make us happy, seeking situations, seeking things, people and events to make us happy, whether that's a lover, a partner, whether it's our friends, the car we own, the home we own, the place we live, going to the pub in the evenings or going on holiday. And many people spend their entire lives seeking happiness in things or simply trying to distract themselves from their sad past, their unhappy story about where they've come from, whatever it is. And many people's stories are very, very sad. There are people who've been abused as children, suffered great loss, been in wars, seen their families die, been in car crashes, been crippled. There's so many reasons why people can have a terribly sad story. And these stories are all true. They really are sad in their own, in and of them, in their own way, And the key, though, that Eckhart Tolle taught me is that these stories are not who we actually are. And for many years, like many other people, I sought happiness through personal development. I felt if I could get over the past and build a better future, I'd be happy. And that really is a misconception, because what it means is we're not looking at the place where happiness can be found. See, all emotions, whether happiness or sadness, happen now. You feel either happy in this moment or you don't feel happy in this moment. You can't feel happy in the future, because happiness in the future will happen when it happens. It will happen in the now. And you can't feel sadness in the past, because the past has gone. That happiness or sadness that happened at that time is no longer with you. You can only feel happy now, and you can feel happy. You can feel unhappy about the past if you relive the past in your memories, and you relive those memories now. So all happiness or sadness happens now. And that was a great awakening for me in The Power of Now, the book, his first book. And what this book has gone on to expand on is that part of that understanding of the present comes from an understanding that your identification to the stories you tell yourself, that you live in your mind at this moment, is part of the ego. It's part of what gives you an identity. Your ego seeks identity in the things you have, the things that have happened to you, the stories of your past, the ambitions you have for your future, the person you perceive yourself to be from your history, your future, your situation, and the things around you. And that story becomes your egoic self. But it's not who you really are. Who you really are is the feelings you have about who you are in this moment. It is your awareness of your emotions. It is your awareness of your thoughts. It is the underlying consciousness behind all of the things you think and all of the things that you perceive. So if we're not the things we have, and we're not the things that we've done, and we're not the things we're going to do, then what are we? And this book is several 300 pages long to explain what we are, who we are, and how we can really become to understand the inner person within us, the consciousness that we truly are. That when you focus on that, when you actually can just quiet the voice in your mind and be that person, then true happiness, true fulfillment, true joy can be found. So I've selected 3 simple little things. They're things that resonated for me in the book, and I think they give an understanding of where this comes from. First one is, every complaint is a little story that the mind makes up that you completely believe in. So if you're complaining about something, if something happens and you're complaining about it, you could be complaining about your soup is cold, you could be complaining about what your wife has done, you could be complaining about something your friend did that you perceive as being a wrong against you. Whatever it is, whether it's your parents, your friends, your work, your money, whatever it is, when you truly believe the story you tell about it, then the emotion becomes a function of who you are. It becomes an element of who you perceive yourself to be, part of your happy or sad story that you perceive as being part of your life. And so Eckhart goes on to say, don't seek happiness. If you seek it, you won't find it, because seeking it is the antithesis of happiness. Happiness is ever elusive, but freedom from unhappiness is attainable now, by facing what is rather than making up stories about it. Unhappiness covers up your natural state of well-being and inner peace, the source of true happiness. So by facing what is rather than making up stories about it, what is he saying there? He's saying a situation is just a situation. It is neither happy nor sad. In and of itself, it means nothing except the meaning that you give to it in that moment and in the future. And your meaning about something can change. There are many people who in their lives have had terrible, terrible things happen to them that they felt massively depressed about. And then later on in life, they've changed their view of it. And they've realized that it's what has actually turned them into a really wonderful person in their future. So there are so many other things I'd like to go into, and the third one takes this even further, but I'll save that for another time. So I thoroughly recommend this book. It's a book I keep by my bed and I read on a regular basis. And if you'd like to know more about it, you can go to the blog and click on the link there and see what the price is at Amazon. I'll put that on the blog, and or you can just go to Amazon, search for it, but the link will be below this video. So until next time, enjoy your read, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Until then, bye bye.